Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. It's a weird time of day. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, so I have light coming from weird places that it normally doesn't come from. So sorry if it looks a little funky in terms of lighting, but this is just a Empties video for my home fragrance for the month of September. So I don't feel like the lighting really needs to be a priority in this. I think you'll be able to see everything. I do have my assistant Alf, who is literally snoring away in my lap. So he decided that he wants to help with this video and he's very relaxed. So the snoring is from him. And hopefully this pug ASMR helps you relax the way it helps me relax. Ooh, he's so sweet, you guys. All right, usual disclaimer, if you are new here, check out the description box below this video. I'm gonna put some links to things that I'm going to be referencing in this video that you might have questions about if you have never been here before. I will put Candle Crock 101. I'm starting to want to talk faster than my mouth can actually accommodate. I will put my Candle Lamp 101 video. I will put links to where to purchase any of these things that I'm sharing with you guys in the description box so that you can easily go reference those things. I get a number of new subscribers every day, and so I don't assume that everybody knows always maybe what I'm talking about or like what I'm trying to reference, if that makes sense. So usually the description box is a plethora of information. I take quite a bit of time to fill that out, so check that out if you have questions. Otherwise, if there's a question that is not answered in the description box, feel free to ask it in the comments down below and let me know what you finished this month in terms of home fragrance. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna tell you guys really quickly what I just pulled out of the candle crock in this room here and also in my bedroom. I forgot about these. I know I put these in last week at some point, I think. So I have a Kringle 3-wick sugar pumpkins that I pulled out of the crock in here, and I have a deep dish apple pie from HomeWorx that I had going in the master bedroom. So yeah, that wax is completely scentless. Normally it's scentless, but like I smell nothing but wax. And they are solidifying on my little desk behind the camera here. So that's why I keep looking behind the camera. All right, things that I can grab from the bucket. Let's go. Here we have a farm stand pumpkin from HomeWorx, burned just fine. There's a little bit more wax on one side than the other. I did have some questions recently about the amount of wax that is left at the end of a HomeWorx candle. Here's the thing, the HomeWorx candles come with these wick clips, the little metal thing that you see on the bottom. Every wick has a wick clip. It's kind of a safety feature for most candles. So sometimes that wick clip is a little bit taller, and if that is the case, that means that you're probably not going to get to burn the wax that is right below the wick clip, because the wick's gone. The wick disappears and you are left with the metal. The candle will extinguish itself. That is the safety feature of these particular wick clips. So does that mean that sometimes you'll have some more wax left in the bottom? Yeah, I did with this one. This side over here, I think the wick clips were a little bit taller. Or actually a little bit shorter than on this side over here. So this wax dissipated a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I still feel like I got my money's worth out of this, and I love this farm stand pumpkin. Great scent, kind of one of the more like basic pumpkin scents, but really enjoyable, and no problems with the burn overall, no sooting, no problems with the wicks. Kind of performed per usual. Strength and throw, obviously still a little bit lower than what I would personally prefer, but for the most part, doing just fine. Okay, here we have the glazed honey gram. Again, another one that burned completely down, no tunneling, no discoloration, nothing like that. And I can see the wick clips very clearly. So glazed honey gram is basically a honey-made graham cracker. It's delicious. I like this one. I do wish it was a little bit stronger. I love this. Oh, I love it. And I feel a sneeze coming on. Please don't sneeze. Okay, it's fine. Spiced white pumpkin. get out of here with this deliciousness. If you liked the Colonial Candle White Pumpkin and Clove, oh, you'll love this, so good. Someone also mentioned that this smells like berry pumpkin waffle, no, berry pumpkin waffles. Here we go. Right? What am I talking about? The berry pumpkin waffles, the one from Bath and Body Works. What's the HomeWorx one? That's berry pumpkin. I don't know ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Moral of the story is this smells delicious. This is a like creamy gourmand white, sorry, he's adjusting. He's twirling in my lap. This is like a gourmand white pumpkin. Gosh, this is absolutely beautiful. I reviewed it. It's heavenly. I already got a backup of it. It is just so good. All right, this summer boardwalk almost made it the whole way before I put her in the candle crock. So you're gonna see these wicks that basically migrated all over the place here. That's the thing with candle crocks. Once you commit to putting a candle in your crock, you are not taking that candle out of there to relight it at any point. In all likelihood, your wicks will have moved and glass will crack. This is safe. This glass is safe for burning a candle as long as the wicks are far enough away from the glass for it to not get too hot. Do not think that you are above this rule, that you can just light everything back up. This is a massive fire hazard, you guys, and that's why I really stress it. Over in the HomeWorx candle group, someone had a wick clips on one of their Aroma Home candles that came loose and drifted to the side of the jar, and it cracked the jar. And when you have wax spilling out with also open flame, you're opening yourself up to a fire hazard. Please only burn candles where you can see them or in areas where you are frequently traveling about. I no longer burn any candles upstairs during the day because I am just not often enough up here to really be able to monitor it. Sure, I have my Scentsy warmers going and I have my candle crocks going, but candles I will light at night when Craig and I are laying in bed. Maybe we're watching The Handmaid's Tale and, you know, it's what a romantic show. You know, we'll light a candle and enjoy the ambiance while watching the downfall of humanity on TV. No, but yeah, just be really careful and always make sure that you are in the rooms where your candles are burning. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Harvest Donut, a little bit of a disappointment for me from HomeWorx, not because it didn't burn just fine, it did, it was fine. But I feel like Harry has now done several versions of something like this. We have Hot Cider Donut, which is my #1 favorite, and then Sugared Beignets, which is definitely my 2nd favorite. But I really didn't think this one was like different enough from the other two. Like this didn't have as much of a harvest take on it than I maybe wanted it to personally. So not a bad scent, but definitely on the lighter end of the spectrum. I get more strength and throw out of Hot Cider Donut. So for me, yeah, I would probably just stick with Hot Cider Donut. There's a lot of HomeWorx candles in here. There's some Kringles as well, but I went through a lot of HomeWorx. This is probably, I have way more HomeWorx candles than anything else in my collection at this point. I'm trying really hard to either give a lot of these away to friends and family or to like try to burn through them. I really want to get that collection whittled down, and the fact that I'm ordering more from HomeWorx.Shop has helped me with that because I can purchase the candles in singles there to review instead of from QVC where I have to buy a set of 2. Yeah. Anyway, Golden Harvest. So good. So good. This one did leave just a little bit of residue on the sides towards the bottom. Can you guys see it? Not bad, but it's just kind of sticking to the side there, a little bit more than what I'm used to. But this is a great scent. Sort of like a milder version of Leaves from Bath and Body Works. So would recommend, would repurchase. Hot Mess Express. Pumpkin Spice Latte. Not particularly clean. This wax used to be pure white. This didn't so much get me with sooting, although there's just a little bit of it. What this what I'm experiencing with the Bath and Body Works candles now is that there's a lot of wick residue, like that black wick residue that falls off the wicks into the wax and just makes a mess. Not only does it sometimes just discolor the wax, but occasionally it also affects the smell of the candle itself. Not always, but sometimes it does, and that's a bummer when it does that. Typically when I start seeing that, I will just immediately move a candle to the crock or underneath the lamp. I haven't been using my lamp lately. I don't know why. It's in my office. I don't think that I've had enough candles to really distribute between the crocks and the lamps, if that makes sense. Okay, apple cider cake. I love this one. I love it. Now you're probably thinking, like, if you love it so much, why didn't you just burn it all the way down? Because this is actually stronger for me in the crock. It does just fine on its own. It's paraffin wax from Country Candle. But yeah, I love this scent. It's absolutely delightful. And this gave me like a solid week of like really good performance in the downstairs laundry room. And I smelled it all the way in the kitchen, and it was just a wonderful way to wake up for a few days. But if you have not tried that scent, you must try it. I am also an ambassador for Kringle, so you can use my discount code if you're interested. Save an additional 15% off of most of the sale prices that they have. Autumn Road, okay. This one was so lovely. This is very earthy. I just recently did a review of this, so I won't spend too much time on it, but it's very earthy and beautiful and a really different take from what I normally gravitate towards when it comes to fall scents. This is done incredibly well. If you're looking to just get away from a little bit more of like the gourmand stuff, check out a lot of these fresh scents, or these more like outdoorsy fresh scents that Kringle came out with for the fall of this year. They're so nice. Again, not normally something that I would gravitate towards, but because I'm an ambassador, I get to pre-purchase the candles before they're released so that I can review them for you guys. And it's really kind of a neat opportunity for me because it sort of forces me out of my comfort zone. And I've really enjoyed burning stuff like Autumn Road. It's really quite delightful. Lovely. Pumpkin spice. Okay, this is a HomeWorx 3-wick, just like that deep dish apple pie that I just recently took out. This one did go into the candle crock, and you can see wonky wicks, so that's where she finished her life. This is a very basic pumpkin spice type scent. Nothing fancy, nothing over the top, nothing that I would say you have to run out and get this one. It's nice. I mean, it's your classic apple pie scent. Kind of smells like a Michael's, a craft store, if you will. So, a sweet cinnamon plum. Okay, the bummer about this one is I really like this scent, but guess who did not? The rest of my family. Whenever I burned this, they were both like, oh. And by both, I mean my daughter and my husband, and they also live here. This is not just my house. They live here as well. And so I do try to respect their preferences when it comes to home fragrance. They respect my preference to have home fragrance. So, you know, we're all a family here, and in a family you make compromises. They compromise on my love of the fragrance, but I've always told them, if there's something that you hate, let me know and I will not burn it. Now, if someone came to me and said, I hate harvest leaves, I would have to say, well, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to move out because I'm not giving up harvest leaves. But no, like I would probably just burn that particular scent while Stella's at school or while Craig's at work. Like I would never force something upon them. They both did not like this at all. So I only got to burn this when they were gone. It's a very unique, tangy, kind of tart plum scent. I really liked it. Like I said, juicy plum, cinnamon apples, ground clove buds. It was something different from Bath & Body Works for the fall. So, yeah, I don't know. I would obviously love to repurchase it, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to. All right, the Perfect Autumn. Oh, I love this one. This was in my top 5 fall picks in terms of candles for this year. If you missed that video, that went up this past Sunday. I'll link it down below. Fresh cranberry, spiced pumpkin, crisp apple, rich clove, just the epitome of fall. A perfect pairing for HomeWorx Harvest leaves, if you're interested. Okay, tiramisu. All right, what a disappointment she was to me. So light. In fact, so light that after I reviewed it, I never even bothered like burning it more. This one did end up getting a little bit of like discoloration on the side here. I think that might actually be soot, but it really didn't do it anywhere else, and it did not discolor the wax at all, but it's just so light. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the pass it along pile. I'm gonna clean it up, trim these wicks, and get it ready to go for someone else. So if someone wants to grab it, they are more than welcome to it, but really light and just nothing insanely special. I mean, it smells like tiramisu, but that's not a super exotic thing, right? Like, we've all had tiramisu. But anyway, definitely, I wish I would have gotten more from that, but I think luckily I got free shipping from it, from QVC. And of course I had to get in a set of 2. So I'm thinking about potentially gifting this to someone who maybe I don't know what their scent preferences are, because it smells delicious, but it's just really light. So this might be a good like teacher type gift or something if you don't know whether someone can handle a strong fragrance or not. But certainly great ambiance, and it's a nice like holiday packaging. So anyway, gorgeous from Kringle Country Candle. Now this one has a lot more spice than the sugar pumpkins. I think out of the 2, I prefer the sugar pumpkins. This is a little bit heavier on the clove and the cinnamon kind of vibe. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice, but it is not my favorite out of those 2. Check out sugar pumpkins. It's delicious. Basket of apples. Burned like a champ in terms of that, down to the old wick clips. Just fresh apples here. Delicious. Good. Love it. Another gorgeous in the 3-wick. Discussed her, and that was pretty much exclusively purchased to burn a little bit of and then put into a candle crop. Oh my gosh, is this the last candle? Yeah. Oh, look at us. I guess I didn't go through that many candles this month. I felt like I was burning a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of candles going downstairs right now, so yeah, I got that going for me. Pumpkin peppercorn. I was surprised to see how many people thought that this was a spicier cinnamon that was in here in this particular scent. This didn't smell spicy to me. This smells more of like just a like gourmand, like cinnamon out of, you know, like McCormick cinnamon that you would sprinkle onto like, or like use in desserts or whatever. But not Mike and Ike Red Hot Cinnamon, but a lot of people think this smells Red Hot Cinnamon. Not to me. I mean, it's kind of basic. It's your typical like sweet, molassesy sweet pumpkin type scent, with the fall spices. I don't know, I liked it, but apparently a lot of other people didn't, so don't just take my word. Order in that one, I would maybe suggest getting the daylight first. All right, let's start going with the wax melts, because there's a few of those in here. All right, Stroopwafel Delight. It's in my club. You can't get it because Sensei did away with it. Sensei, what are you doing? Stroopwafel Delight should just be an automatic for year round. It's kind of like vanilla bean buttercream, right? You just keep it in there. It would behoove them. Kettle corn from Country Candle. Now, here's my experience with these clamshells from Kringle, from both the Kringle Soy as well as the Kringle Country Candle line. They last a day, just like vendor wax for me, but it's okay because I will typically buy these on sale, and I know what to expect. And yeah, 2 cubes gives me a really solid amount of performance in terms of like I can smell it all around. I use my Scentsy warmers, but does it last beyond a day like my Scentsy wax does? No. So that being said, when it's on sale, you should get it. Farm Stand Pumpkin from Scentsy. Another great, just basic pumpkin spice type scent. Delicious, recommend. Banana nut bread. It is, this was Bring Back My Bar, so not worth talking about. Buckleberry, also Bring Back My Bar from this last go around. I will say, I do not love Buckleberry the way I used to. It's a little too tart and tangy for me at this ripe old age of 43. I love this one when it first came out a few years ago. Caramel Vanilla Delight. Buddy, what is happening to my brain cells? I think they're slowly dying. Caramel Vanilla Delight. This was also Bring Back My Bar, so caramel and vanilla, delicious. It's delightful indeed. Pumpkin roll, a good basic. Kind of smells like pumpkin cupcake from Bath & Body Works. Delicious. Scary Good. Scary Good would maybe, I would say, if I were comparing it to a Bath & Body Works, just because that's familiar to most of us, I would say pumpkin carving type vibes out of this one. Delicious. So good. So glad it's back this fall. You can definitely get that. Pumpkin Marshmallow. This was also a Bring Back My Bar. Candy apples. Here's what I like to do. I like to do 1 kettle corn and 1 candy apple cube together in a warmer, and then I am left with the smells of the fair. For me growing up, I went to the Puyallup Fair in Washington. Also, it is very fun for me to watch people who are not from the area try to pronounce Puyallup. It's kind of like when I try to pronounce like the names of some East Coast towns and people are like, what are you saying? That's not even a word. Yeah. Puyallup is kind of like that for people who are coming into Washington. Look, it's so overwhelming. It's like, do these letters belong together? Like, what sound does this make? Yeah, it's fun. Anyway, apple cider cake. I think there's a couple of these in here. There should be a couple of these in here because I love it. Yep, there we are. We've already discussed it. Burn the candle. That's good. Sugar pumpkins. Also got this in the wax melts as well as the candles to into my crock. Sanctuary. Sanctuary is lovely, and this is reminiscent of a candle that I received as a wedding gift. Well, I guess Craig and I both received as a wedding gift. I'm not sure he was excited about the candle, but I was. It was from, at the time the company was called Esk. And it was just their Mysteria scent, and now I think it's called Northern Lights. I think the scent is still called Mysteria. Anyway, you don't have to worry about getting that because that's kind of an obscure reference. But this Sanctuary smells exactly like that. It's gorgeous. It's perfumey, not fresh, but like romantic, cozy. It's just a whole vibe. You should, I think it's worth checking out. Cozy Vanilla and Pumpkin. Hey, this one went into my club. It's part of the Harvest Trio that came out for the fall for Scentsy. Just to get it, it's so good. It's going downstairs for me right now, and I love it. Again, I would say if I had to compare it to something, it's same type of spiciness and like warm brown sugary sweetness that pumpkin carving has. So if you like that, with a solid like dose of vanilla and just delicious pumpkin, she's good. Gimme candy. Okay, this smells like candy corn, but you know, like this is your like honey, creamed honey, buttery sweetness. It's good. I mean, I like candy corn. Candy corn seems to be very polarizing for people. It's not something that I like would take a giant handful of and shove in my mouth, but like I can eat a couple candy corns. I don't think they're disgusting. It's not my favorite Halloween snack, but I don't think it's vile. Circus peanuts, I think those are pretty vile, but candy corn, I think that's okay. Caramel apple craze. When did I get this? Is this currently available? I don't know, but this smells like a caramel covered apple. Very kind of similar to Summer Boardwalk, similar vibe. If you like that, then this would be your jam. Pumpkin cinnamon swirl, delicious. Nice cinnamon in here, not spicy, soft cinnamon. I do love me some soft cinnamon. Happy birthday, it's in my club. Summer Rain, it was Bring Back My Bar. Scary Good. Scary Good. It was September, that means that the pumpkins were coming out. I don't care if you think pumpkins are supposed to start in October. For me, pumpkins start the day that I decide that it's fall. And sometimes that is September 1st. Sometimes that is August 25th. Yeah, it's just whenever I say it's pumpkin season in my mind. Graham Cracker Crunch. I love this, and it's available again, and you should try it because it smells just like Honey Made graham crackers with the slightest smear of a salty, creamy peanut butter. Ooh, so good. Another kettle of corn, a gorgeous in the wet smells. A sips of cider. Okay, this one, tangy. Tangy and borderline like sweet tea smelling almost. Does anyone get like a sweet tea note from this? I feel like that's what I smell here, with like a hint of like the cider spices. Am I out of my mind? Probably. Anyway, it's good. I like it. And French toast from Bring Back My Bar. So I will address the fact that I hate this, and I just am trying to use it up by mixing in a cube with other things like Happy Birthday or Scary Good. Yeah, I don't know what happened to French toast. I thought I was gonna love that. Nope, sir, do not love it at all. Anyway, you guys, that's it. That's what I have for you for the month of September in terms of empties. October looks to be a good burning month as well, so we'll have lots of empties. And now Mr. Alf and I will have him make just a quick appearance since you guys have been listening to him. Oh, he's very tired. Oh, he's so tired. Why are you so tired? I just love him. Anyway, we thank you for taking the time to be here today. Please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for putting up with my my inability to find my words sometimes. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. If you're interested in my beauty empties for the month, that's going up tomorrow. So take care, and I will see you in the next one. Toodaloo.